Hi there, welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas 2020. Today I want to ask you and I want to share with you favorite childhood memories about the holidays, or whatever holiday it is that you celebrate. Whether that's Hanukkah or Christmas or Kwanzaa or none of them and you just have a winter break, or whatever it is that you celebrate and that you celebrated when you were growing up as a kid. I would love to hear about your favorite childhood memories from that holiday or from, the winter season. I have a couple that I want to share with you that I think are pretty great, and I hope you will enjoy them and share with me and with our community as well. So I look forward to hearing that from you in the comments. Okay, favorite childhood memories. There's one that, there are two that really stick out that I love. One of them is, my brother's name is Victor. And my mom, of course, always wrapped presents and did ribbons. My dog is down here on the floor and he's going to get tangled up with my cord here any moment. And then it's going to be funny or not, depending on whether or not everything comes tumbling down. So anyways, my brother's name is Victor. We lived in North Carolina in Wilmington in a split level house. So it had like a ground level and then a mid level where the kitchen and living rooms were, and then up a short flight of stairs to the bedrooms. And my mom, the den was on the ground level, the den and a half bath and the garage. So my mom we did a lot of, that was like the family room. That's where we did all of the family things. And my mom would wrap presents, and to do the ribbons, you'll see it in the ribbon and the gift wrapping, how hard it is to tie ribbons yourself if you don't have something to kind of hold it in place and it gets a little bit loose. So she was forever yelling for a finger when she was wrapping presents. And, finger, finger. And this went on all through our teen years until we moved out of the house when we were adults. Finger! But when you're yelling it across the house, sometimes it sounds like Victor, and my brother would invariably come running. What? He didn't do anything. Nothing there. Yelling for a finger? No, not Victor, finger. Oh, okay. And then he'd start to walk away. She's like, well, while you're here, give me a finger and, put your finger. So put your finger on the bow, and then she could finish tying it off and make the bow. So that was one of the ones that we laughed about a lot. Some years we would drive from North Carolina to Miami. One year we took the train, and in Miami, because I was born in Miami, my family's from Miami, both my parents are Cuban, they came over in the 1960s, and so we have the majority of our family at that time was in Miami. And it's all over the United States, but really most of the family is still in Miami or in that South Florida area. And so we would come from North Carolina some years we lived in North Carolina for 9 years, so we probably went to Miami at least half that, like probably 5 or 6 years. 5 years, I don't, whatever. And my Aunt Brenda, who's not, I guess she's, in American terms, she's like my cousin twice removed. She's my mom's cousin, so whatever that makes her to me, I call her my aunt. All of my mom's cousins to me are aunts or uncles. They're not my cousins, they're my aunts and my uncles, and their children are my cousins. That's the way that we've always done it in my family, but I know in the Americanized way of it, she's also a cousin, twice removed, whatever it is. Her name's Brenda. So we would go to Brenda's house for New Year's Eve, because we celebrate on New Year's Eve, being Cuban. And she would have these, at that time, she lived in a townhouse, and it was awesome. I watched MTV for the first time in that townhouse because my parents refused to get cable. My parents didn't have TV for a long time. They were like, go play, kicked us out the door, go play outside. The TV broke when I was little in North Carolina, and that was it. There was no more TV for years. And then we lived on a boat, and there was no TV on the boat. So we went a long time without TV. And cable, forget it. If you couldn't get it with the rabbit ears and the antenna, we didn't have it. They didn't pay for it. That just wasn't going to happen. My parents did not live and still do not live beyond their means ever it doesn't happen. If they can't pay for it, they're not putting it on credit and doing it. So anyways, we didn't have cable. I watched MTV for the first time at Brenda's house. And at that time when we were little, her townhouse backed up to a lake, and she had a patio back there. She always invited friends and family, and it was a packed house, and we would open gifts, and it was like an all-night thing. We'd get there like at 6, and at midnight we were still going strong, and we'd fall asleep in the car. And so it was a great time, great memories for spending family time together like that on New Year's Eve. So the husband that she had at that time was kind of a kid himself also, and we would go out and catch frogs and like scare the bejesus out of people. So we had a lot of fun going out and doing that. She had a spiral staircase and going up to the second story where a couple of bedrooms were, and we always had a lot of fun going up and down that spiral staircase, because we had stairs in our house in North Carolina in that split level, but it was like 4 stairs up from the den to the living areas, and then like 10 steps up to the bedroom. So it wasn't spiral, and the spiral staircase was a really neat thing. This was just having lived in North Carolina and then coming to Miami and seeing all of our relatives. It was kind of an exotic thing for us, I guess, maybe, that there were all these things there that we didn't have in North Carolina. So that was a fun, really great memory, spending time in Brenda's house on Christmas Eve. And we I guess over the years, memories fade, but you just always have that. If you had a good childhood, you have that nice, warm, wonderful feeling of just having love and joy and happiness and good memories and warmth and family all surrounding you and kind of enveloping you. And it's a really, really fantastic thing. I hope all of you have those kinds of memories from your childhood. And if you don't, I hope that you are building them for yourself and for your family in your adulthood, and creating new memories and creating new traditions that will help your children feel that way, warm and loved and happy and accepted and part of something bigger and super special. So thanks for going down memory lane with me just for a short time. Let me know about your best memories from your childhood for the holidays, and let's just get to know each other a little bit better. Thanks so much for being here and for watching. Have a fantabulous day.